It's too damn high. Rent is too. Of the Rent is Too Damn High party, I wanted to bring to your attention my expertise and the work that I've been doing. I hope you appreciate it. I created this segment for governors of states, but most importantly for the governor in my state of New York, so that everyone can understand their role in what they're here to do. Now, let me be clear. I'm not here to humiliate, embarrass, degrade, or any other big word you may find the people. I'm here to tell what I think should be done. Not tell the people that I'm here to state what I know should be done and could be done. Let me first start with my state, the governor of the state of New York. The governor of the state of New York is like an ozone layer of the state, just like the ozone layer of the planet Earth. Within the ozone layer of the planet Earth, the governor has other elements he has in place to make sure that the people's rights are not violated, protected, make sure the rights are protected. Mostly the constitutional rights of every New Yorker, it can be for every American citizen, because this is something governors of states collectively must get involved to get done. Hoping that I can outline in the state of New York what should be done, and I know it'll help. Now let me get to the core of the one person who has a big responsibility of making sure the people's rights are protected. The governor is accountable for whatever goes on in the state, but it is the Attorney General, New York State Attorney General, have a job, but he have many workers within the city, towns, and counties to help him with his job. The governor of the state let the Attorney General know what he want done, and the Attorney General execute it. And that's where we have a problem, because no one seems to know what the Attorney General is supposed to be doing. And the governor of the state can't direct the Attorney General to do anything if he's not aware of what is going on within the scope of constitutional violation of the people. Let me start somewhere, hoping that it will trigger the domino effect all throughout the country, as well as the state, every city, town, and county. The New York Attorney General and the district attorneys must work together to get this mission accomplished, which is easy to do. And I will outline what it is they need to do. I will start with the most critical issue let me start with the little people first. Little people in housing. Okay, in housing, number one, you have the Rent Guidelines Board, Rent Stabilization Board, Rent Control Board. They have a law enforcement area in these organizations run by the Division of Housing Community Renewal to make sure that if a tenant calls HPD and complain about repairs not being done or something need to be done to that apartment that is unlivable, that need to be corrected for health reasons, the HPD make up a complaint form that ends up being a violation if they find out that that complaint is legit. You have dating far back as far as let me just start with the year 1983. You have some building owners, landlords, whatever you call them, they have violations dating far back as 1983. Now this is where the district attorney and the attorney general can look good in the state of New York. All the people would love them because they would be challenging the ignored. This is an area that has been totally ignored by elected officials, city council, you name the position in public office, they all have ignored this area. But the attorney general can shine big in the state of New York by enforcing these laws by simply doing one thing, making sure, report to the governor and let the governor know that these landlords with violations has been raising tenants' rents, has been evicting tenants, and that can't be. Now, the Attorney General can take another challenge with the district attorneys to protect the people's rights. Landlords form a corporation. Say the corporation's name is Jack Doe LLC, Jack Doe Inc. Excuse me for sniffing. I got a little allergy thing here, a little cold act, okay? But the problem is that these landlords who have formed these corporations are not citizens at all. They're not citizens. They have required your social security number. They have required banking information from you. They are permitted to do credit checks on you. The Attorney General can send a message all throughout this country that New York is the leader when it comes to protecting the rights of the American people, not only the citizens of the state, people of the state of New York, but the U.S. citizens in general. And he can rise to a surface or level in government like you've never seen. These landlords are immigrants who, not being a citizen and doing a credit check on an American citizen, the American citizen is open for identity theft, identity fraud, you name it. But I know the Attorney General understand where he need to go from here. Get this state in order and start with the most troubling of them all. Rent is too damn high. And these people who have violated tenants' rights have went a step further. That same landlord who formed the corporation has taken that tenant to court. Some of those tenants, not some, millions have been evicted. The Attorney General, with whatever body he made contact with, can do a number of things. And you have to take it from here and use your own imagination. Those tenants who was evicted, the landlord should be fined and give that tenant every dime they paid while living there, and that tenant should be paid retroactive for damages that landlord has caused for his non-citizenship attitude. Or if the landlord is a U.S. citizen and had those violations when going to court, the Attorney General, along with the governor, can sign it at the quick of a 3 seconds, that the U.S. citizen who's a landlord, who had those violations dated back as far as 1983, and had evicted that tenant with those violations, that tenant should be reimbursed, retroactive, every dime for pain and suffering caused by this landlord. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear any excuses. What about the landlord? The landlord knew he violated the law. Remember that TV program where you do the crime, you do the time? I don't pity you. You force people to go into the streets and knowing you have violations, and city council knew it, state assembly knew it, U.S. senators, state senators knew it. They all knew it because they all were landlords and property owners. They chose not to get involved because, remember, they're not going to do one thing. They're not going to cut off the hands that feed them. None of them. And it's up to the Attorney General. Man, the Attorney General can look good. He can take a bold move and solve this one problem in the state of New York in 30 seconds. He will make headlines all across the state for fighting up and standing up for the people to get this state under control that will cause a massive rent reduction. Massive rent reduction. Part 2 of what I'm here to address, the U.S. Attorney General, again, New York Attorney General, my bad, again, can look good again. Let me go to the foreclosure. I'm going to post the website right here on my screen. And what I want you to go to this website, I'm going to try to explain it now. It's for you, Attorney General. I'm going to try to explain it to you, what it is that you can do here. A representative out of Illinois calls Mark Stephen Kirk, K-I-R-K. I have a video on the website. I need you to listen to that to help you understand what my fight has been for 2 decades. Okay. Bank of America, Chase Bank, Citicorp, Wells Fargo, Discovery, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley. Every bank in the state of New York received a $25 billion bailout. Stay with me because it's easy to understand. I hope I don't talk too fast, as you know I normally do, so that you don't understand it. But I know you can. You are the Attorney General, and I know you can put this together before I get it out my mouth. The United States government gave General Motors $49 billion. $49 billion of the taxpayers' money. Now, Attorney General, like I said, this is where you come in at. I need you to stand up and fight for the people. Not only the little people in the state of New York, but fight for all the people, all the taxpayers in the country, as well as the state of New York. Because you're going to look good throughout the country doing this. Every taxpayer in America is now a shareholder of every corporation, every bank the United States Department of Treasury lent money to in bailout form of stimulus. And there's nothing else to talk about. Listen to this video that Steve Kirk.
Rent is too damn high. Rent is too